The CEO of Anthropic recently made a stark prediction. Within 5 years, artificial intelligence could eliminate half of all entry-level white-collar jobs. Look at the actual macroeconomic data since the massive rollout of generative AI in late 2022, though, and you will see that global unemployment rates have remained remarkably stable. So if AI is as powerful as the industry claims, why are mass layoffs absent from the data? Are tech executives exaggerating, or are we simply looking at the wrong economic indicators? The data shows that AI is a highly targeted strike. It is quietly severing the first rung of the career ladder, rewriting the rules for anyone entering the workforce today. To understand exactly who is in the crosshairs, we can look at the Anthropic Economic Index. This is an internal measure built on millions of real-world interactions with Anthropic's AI model, Claude, to calculate actual observed exposure in the workplace. The index evaluates an occupation based on two main criteria: how many of its core tasks are theoretically feasible for AI to do, and how many of those tasks are actively being automated by users right now. This chart shows stark extremes. Computer programmers face 75% AI task coverage, while physical jobs like cooks and mechanics sit at 0%. This reveals a counterintuitive reality. The jobs most vulnerable to AI disruption are held by highly educated, highly paid white-collar workers. Having an exposed job title does not mean immediate termination. We have to look past the profession and focus on the person. While the index identifies the blast radius of AI, the true dividing line between job safety and absolute obsolescence is the specific stage of a worker's career. To see why age matters here, we have to understand codified knowledge.
This refers to the theoretical, book-learned skills, mathematical formulas, and standard operating procedures taught in universities. Large language models, or LLMs, are AI systems trained on vast amounts of text data to generate human-like responses. Because they are explicitly trained on this exact codified data, they are exceptionally good at replicating the output of a recent college graduate. This chart shows the headcount ratio for early career workers. The hidden damage is here. Companies are retaining incumbents while freezing junior hiring. Look at the sharp divergence after late 2022. Young workers in exposed occupations show a severe 16% relative decline in employment. This creates a harsh trade-off for young professionals. Entering the market relying purely on technical execution skills puts you in direct competition with a machine that can process college-level tasks 12 times faster than a human. The traditional corporate apprenticeship, spending your first few years doing repetitive data work to learn the industry, is rapidly disappearing. For the 22 to 25 demographic in exposed sectors, the margin for error is gone. You can no longer be hired just for your potential to learn. You have to provide immediate strategic value. This brings us to the critical counter-concept that protects older workers: tacit knowledge. Tacit knowledge is the idiosyncratic experience accumulated over decades. It includes unwritten industry intuition, the nuances of complex client management, and the ability to navigate human ambiguity. Currently, AI has zero capability to replicate this kind of real-world human judgment. This panel shows the same dataset for senior workers over 50 in exposed tech and finance professions. Notice how their employment lines remain stable and continue to grow. They are completely unbothered by the 2022 AI rollout that devastated the junior charts. We can map this visually. A junior programmer executing manual code generation falls into the high-risk automated quadrant. A senior marketing manager directing strategy lands in the high-safety augmented quadrant. They retain high job security and salaries only by adapting to use AI. For experienced workers, AI acts as a high-powered lever that increases their span of control, allowing a single senior manager to do the work of an entire junior team. Now, let's look at the far end of the Anthropic Index, professions anchored entirely in the physical world. These jobs are shielded by requirements that AI cannot meet: deep human empathy, unpredictable physical environments, and manual dexterity. Think of healthcare aides, mechanics, and construction workers. This chart shows the headcount data for health aides. It illustrates undeniable employment stability across all age demographics. Tracing these steady, uninterrupted upward growth lines
confirms that AI exposure here is virtually non-existent. This creates a fundamental trade-off for the physical refuge. These roles offer maximum immediate security against technological disruption. But there is a catch. While completely safe from algorithms, these jobs historically offer lower salary scalability and demand a much higher physical toll on the human body over time compared to the tech sector. Based on the data from Anthropic and Stanford, it is time to audit your own career path. Ask yourself, is your core value to an employer execution or judgment? Following the execution branch reveals a stark reality. If you are under 25 and your career plan relies on being an information middleman, doing data entry, quality assurance testing, or basic coding, you are standing directly in the blast radius. You must pivot your focus away from manual output and toward higher-level functions like systems architecture, consulting, or client management. If we follow the judgment branch, the directive from mid-career professionals is different. Your mandate is to aggressively adopt AI to multiply your own output. Ignoring these tools as a senior worker makes your high salary unjustifiable to a company looking to cut costs. The ultimate truth revealed by Anthropic's data cuts through the old debate of STEM degrees versus the humanities. The only dividing line that matters now is codifiable tasks versus tacit judgment. Mass layoffs haven't swept the headlines because the market is adjusting silently. It is simply closing the door on the next generation of executors. Do not spend your time training for the job a machine can do faster and cheaper. Train to audit, manage, and direct the machine, and secure your place on the new corporate ladder.